Hashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great elders, peace and blessings to Akim, that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity. The Hebrew Israelites get a prophesy America's downfall. America, according to the Bible, is Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon. And we get to teach repentance to the elect of our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and also the warning of the destruction to come. You know, that's Brother Sister Tyler the Camp, you know, and Sister Tyler, we praise our name forever. So this is talking about headed by Yahweh, and we're going to try to say Yahweh God, call God Jesus Christ. You know, those names is a strong tower to us. Because those names are very important, are very essential prior to the elect getting saved, man. You know? Because
All right, this is Proverbs 18:10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
right, so that proves that the righteous will have the name of the Lord. You know, and how running into it by trusting Him. You know, because actually, let's say, go back to where there's no other name. You know, because it's a doctrine, many doctrines out there, even amongst Israel, amongst the circumcision that don't teach the true name of the Lord. You know, one camp in particular I didn't know is IUIC. They teach their congregation that the name of the Lord is God and Jesus Christ. But those names are false. You know, those names were taught by our oppressors for correcting and slavery to have a deviate from Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Isaiah chapter 50, verse 10. Who is among you that feareth Yahweh, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness and hath no light? Let him trust in the name of the Lord and stay upon his power.
Right. You know, so scripture is commanding us to trust in the name of the Lord. Because the servants, which are the prophets, before they came to the truth, prior to them coming to the truth, they were in gross darkness. The scripture say you were sometimes in darkness. But now they have heard the word, they have heard the names of the Lord by way of our apostles, great ministers. It's been a work right now as we speak, as we preach, as we're really providing the word of truth, man. And it all starts off with the names of the Lord, because the names of the Lord is part of the doctrine. You know?
I got one real quick right there. This is Psalm 145, verse 1. I will extol thee, my power, O King, and I will bless thy name forever and ever.
Yeah, you know, bless thy name forever and ever. You know, because the prophets will be coming back in the reincarnation and blessing the names of the Lord. You know, so they would have the prophets that was in the past and they came back in the reincarnation in this lifetime. They would have the true name of the Lord because they come back in their life. You know, it's an accident.
And it's even a prophecy. Barak 2:30 says we go at 2:30 something. It says we will think.
This is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
So it's only one name, man. You know, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and the Son of God, Son Yahweh Shai. We have to constantly go into that to warn the congregation, warn the sheep, which is the nation of Israel, to warn them that there are many wolves in sheep clothing that scatter in the sheep. Which are these false Israelite camps. So it's very important that you Israelites, like you always bring out, would you want your woman to call you by another man's name? So that's the same way the Heavenly Father Yahweh feels, man. You know, because the nation of Israel, we are his woman. You know?
And when Baruch prophesied that you would think on his name, he couldn't have you actually think on his name unless he gave it to you.
Exactly.
So that's cut right there.
Right.
For them camps.
Is Zephaniah? Oh, that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. For then will I return. It's like, for
This is
then,
a future prophecy. It's happening now.
for then will I turn to the people of pure language.
Right? Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites. Exodus 3:10. I will turn to my people, the Israelites.
That they may call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
With 1%, one accordance. Because, because there's not supposed to be no schisms or divisions in the body in serving Yahweh Shah. And not to, we prolong on the names of the Lord, but this is very important to salvation. Many precepts in the Bible that says the name of the Lord.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahushua and Hamashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Right. So that applies to the elect by having a doctrine. They will speak the same doctrine, which is the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, synonymous with the Apostle Elder Great Millstone doctrine. Because what will be the things that the elect will have, will be teaching them the same thing. First and foremost, the names, the destruction of America, the Quran, which that's a future prophecy, which is the end to be deceiving, the love of many graphic World War III, the famine, the pestilence, the race wars, FEMA camps, all the elect will do the same thing in accordance with the doctrine.
And Esau exposing himself.
Yep.
We always bring that out.
The son of perdition being revealed, man. Which the son of perdition, when you read 2 Thessalonians 2, is not talking about Judas Iscariot.
Yeah.
It's talking about Esau, so-called white people.
I got a couple of precepts over here. This is Psalm 45, verse 17. I will make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the people praise thee forever and ever.
And this is another generation that we're living in now. And the name of the Lord is being praised because it was prophesied that the Lord, the service of prophets will be calling on the true name of the Lord, man. Because one generation passed away, another generation comes in their stead.
This is Ecclesiastes 36, verse 15. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name.
Yeah. So the Lord has risen up the prophets that has been in his name. And that's happening today. We started off, with Abba Bibbins. Abba Bibbins, which was Elijah the prophet coming back in the reincarnation. That led to High Priest Jaquab, High Priest Arian, King Masha, to our Apostle Elder Millstone now. The chance of man, the Lord knows the order on how the Lord will magnify his name in the earth by way of his prophets, man.
Yeah, that was it.
This Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Right, that's the Lord, man. Because that's a glorification to be able to do those things on the earth. And the only thing happens for Yahweh, the angels and stuff, Yahweh Shai.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
Right, so the scripture is being presented unto you as in the form of a riddle. A mystery. Because to all it is not given. So
It says, what is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst?
And that scripture alone proves us to what is his name, what is called Yahweh, and what is his son's name, Yahweh Shah. Now we're gonna focus on prophecy, man. Like I was saying, I know it was a little tedious says on the name of the Lord, but that's very important. That's very essential in document. It's like I can dealing with technical difficulties.
Yeah. I don't even know how that even happened.
Live and on.
Isaiah.
Yeah, I continue. Isaiah 13, verse 1 again. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Right. So this is the prophet Isaiah seeing the downfall of America. You know, because this is not talking about ancient Babylon. You know, this is talking about modern day Babylon, which is America, Babylon the Great. Because when you look at that word burden, it's from the Hebrew word masha'ah. And when we go down to the King James translation Strong's, one of the definitions is prophecy. You know, so the prophecy of Babylon, of it being destroyed, that Isaiah the prophet did see, because the Lord revealed unto his prophets the secret.
And the prophecies are a burden to this place. A burden is something that weighs down heavy on you. So, you know, when we bringing out how America is getting destroyed and it's going to be turned to a lake of fire by way of thermonuclear destruction, it's going to be a chaos, famine, it's going to be a love of many waxing cold. You know, all these different sad perils we constantly go into through the spirit, that's a burden on this place. And just like any burden, a person will want to try to take it off of them, you know, like try to shake it. But you can't shake this, man.
Now, Esau trying to, you know, exterminate the prophets.
Yeah.
You know, because he think by trying to exterminate all the prophets that's teaching the word, he think that it's not going to still happen. It still won't happen.
Yeah. And we have a history of Israelites rising up and slewing the prophets because the message were burdens. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Get away from me, man. I'm tired of hearing that. Y'all going into the names again? Oh, you talking about the RFID chip again? Y'all always talking about Esau with a word of the Lord is a burden. And I'm like, well, listen, the word of the Lord is a burden.
And I don't know why the back in Tangy trying to look over the fact that those are prophecies which you brought that were fulfilled. You know, that one about the language being given to us so we could, you know, observe the Most High. And that other one, those were prophecies, man. They were fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Us waking up, that was a prophecy that was fulfilled. And they just overlook that in this kingdom.
You have something, bro? Lift ye up a banner upon a high mountain.
Right. Because the banner, a banner is like a play card. It's on top of the building. Like, for example, we got this bond sign. The reason why it's high and exalted in the air so everybody can see as they drive past, see what type of story it is. So the banner is talking about the Bible, you know, which the Bible is the standard of how to live, on how, you know, to differentiate between righteousness and wickedness. You know?
Discernment.
Yeah, to discern righteousness and wickedness. Yeah.
Hey, you an Israelite, little man. You an Israelite. Repent, all right?
Israelita.
You an Israelite.
Tú eres mexicano. ¿De dónde tú eres? ¿Tus padres de dónde son? ¿Tú no sabes de dónde tú eres? ¿Tu padre? ¿Que de Salvador?
Lord do call the young man too.
¿De Guatemala? ¿De dónde tú eres?
The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. You may not remember it right now, but in a time of need, the Lord will have you remember it. All right?
Es un profeta.
All right? It's a goodly child right there.
Yeah, he was. Respectful.
The Lord put the spirit on him to come over here, not his brother. That's a goodly child. That's one of the Lord's right there.
Yeah. You choose two from a family. One from a family, two from the city.
Two from a family.
Yeah, two from a family, one from the city.
All right? Isaiah 13:2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Right, and the high mountain, that's America. You know, because the high mountain, for example, Mount Everest, they say that's the highest mountain in the world. And America is the highest kingdom in this world. You know? Because mindset is scattered throughout, abroad throughout all the four corners of the earth.
Green
Proving
Bay
that this is a hub, the epicenter of a kingdom being the kingdom of Esau's kingdom.
Right? It says, exalt the voice unto them, shake their hand.
Right. And that's a Isaiah 3. Because the prophets is doing this in this form.
It's Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Yeah, so the prophets will be crying loud on the highways and byways on the street corners and not sparing our people's feelings. You know, because it's not about how you feel, it's about how the Lord feels, man. Emotions has caused our nations to go astray for many years, for many centuries. You know, it's about how the Lord feels.
And show my people their transgressions.
Right, what's it saying? What's it saying? You know?
And the house of Jacob their sins.
Right, and that's what we're doing right now. You know, we're commanding our people to, hey, stop eating strip pork, stop stop worshiping other gods. Jesus Christ, being a Muslim, being a Seventh-day Adventist. Because those things are what the Lord hates. You know, stop being a mo. You know,
That's not Kazaa, is it? Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may.
Goes into this. You know, this goes into prayer. Isaiah 51, rebuking this kingdom. Man.
Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yes and no, those are the least of these. You know, which it's gonna be a point in time. It is some brothers' lots. You know, if they have to die in the name of the Lord. That but these are, the false prophets. These gonna be the nobles. It's gonna be a point in time, man. It's gonna be some brothers' lot that they're gonna be in the midst of many of Esau's nobles, man. The elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the high military generals. You know.
Look at Apostle Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Right. He would deliver it up unto Felix, the governor. Unto who was that Caesar name at the time?
No, it's in Acts 20.
But yeah, but like the brother said, Apostle Paul, he was delivered up unto many nobles, man. But what did Yahweh Shai tell us? Fear not, we want what to say. Don't meditate what you're going to say, which the Holy Spirit is going to give unto you what you shall say. The example was Apostle Paul. The Spirit gave him what to say.
You know, it's at midday, O King. This is Acts 25. Sorry, 21. And when Paul had appealed to reserve unto the hearing of Augustus, I commanded him to be kept till I might send him to Caesar. Then Agrippa said unto Festus, I would also hear the man myself. Tomorrow, said he, thou shalt hear him. And on the morrow, when Agrippa was come, and Bernice with great pomp was entered into the place of hearing with the chief captains and principal men of the city, at Festus' commandment, Paul was brought forth.
So them was the nobles. Them was the nobles that Apostle Paul was presented to at that time.
And Festus said, King Agrippa.
Because Festus, he was one of the governors before he was delivered up to King Agrippa.
Yep. And Festus said, King Agrippa, and all men which are here present with us, ye see this man about whom all the multitude of the Jews have dealt with me, both at Jerusalem and also here, crying that he ought not to live any longer.
Yeah, because the Jews, the wicked Israelites, they wanted to kill Apostle Paul because they accused him of bringing him. Well, first they falsely accused him of not keeping the laws and commandments, which that was a false accusation because they one of the priests had commanded him to take the vow of a Nazarite to prove that he wasn't breaking the laws and commandments. And he kept it, but they still delivered him up to the Caesar because they accused him of bringing Gentiles, the heathens in the temple, which really they were Israelite foreigners.
Paul's report in the community was, he had a bad report initially, but then, he turned it around. But continuing on, it says, verse 25, but when I found that he had committed nothing worthy of death, and that he himself have appealed to Augustus, I have determined to send him. Yeah, because he was saying things, and Augustus was like, oh, he cool. I don't see no problem with him.
And that reminds me of Proverbs 16. When a man ways please the Lord, even his enemies be at peace with him. That applies to Apostle Paul. Because Apostle Paul, he was really doing righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
But the Jews, according to them, he wasn't.
Yeah. Well. It's because they didn't understand the prophecies.
Right.
They was all about just keeping the law, the statutes, and commandments. But when you actually delve into the prophecies, going back to Isaiah, it speaks about Gentiles, which were Israelites scattered in other lands, coming back to the fold. And the Apostle Paul, he was fulfilling that. So when he was bringing in what they looked at as Gentiles, which were Israelites, foreign Israelites that was scattered in other lands, when he was bringing them into the temple, they looked at him as if he was committing a capital offense. Why are you bringing Gentiles into the temple? But they were Israelites that were going off into that Greco-Roman world, and when they heard the teachings of Yahushua, they repented and converted, worshiped the true power, and they wanted to come to the temple. So Apostle Paul, he was doing according to the will of the Lord. But those that were blinded to the prophecies, they thought Apostle Paul was committing treason.
They didn't have a sign on their head that said Gentile. It was the customs they were keeping, long hair. Some of them kept that Greek lifestyle. They were into that Greek lifestyle.
Yes.
They had specific characteristics that would make them look as if they were heathens, man. They didn't walk around and the Gentile. They looked like Israelites, but they had a sign that
Big flashing light.
Yeah, they just looked like that Greco-Roman world.
Right.
They was in the world, So they probably wore, because back then we didn't have like how we got all these different outfits and all that shit. You had your 1-2 garments.
Yeah.
So then these people that were coming in the fold, they were still dressing like Greeks. They probably had tattoos, bald heads, and then most importantly, man, everything good? Everything good with the camera? Yeah, most importantly, I lost the train of thought. Okay, yeah. So these scattered Israelites that was all throughout Asia Minor and different places in the Roman Empire, they were speaking different languages, And the one up that Apostle Paul had, which he was an Israelite of the tribe of Benjamin, he knew how to speak Greek. So there was no language barrier. He can go to the Greeks and holler at the Greeks in the Greek tongue, so on and so forth. You know what? I think I can. Oh, he is right there. And that bus came, the shit on the way it came too. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish out over here in Acts the 25th chapter. Verse 26 in Acts the 25th chapter. of whom I have no certain thing to write unto my Lord, wherefore I brought him forth before you, especially before thee, O King Agrippa, that after examination, which is investigation, had I might have somewhat to write, for it seemeth to me unreasonable to send a prisoner, and not withal to signify the crimes laid against him. But basically, Apostle Paul, just like we reading in Isaiah 13, how we shall be brought to the gates of the nobles. Well, number one, Yahushua, he was brought to Pilate, and then two, you got an example of Apostle Paul. He was brought to King Agrippa, and Apostle Paul, he was using words to the king. If you are unlearned, it sounded like he was trying to convert him, but what he was doing was he was pulling the Esau on Esau, man.
Yeah, supplanting.
He was supplanting the serpent.
Yeah, so the authorities, they couldn't find no accusation, a valid accusation on Apostle Paul, because with the wicked Israelites, they delivered him up due to envy. You know, just like Yahushua. You know, because many people was following Apostle Paul, Israelites. You know, and the wicked Jews, they would often stir up the whole city because they were jealous of Apostle Paul.
All right, so back in Isaiah 13:3, I have commanded my sanctified ones.
And the sanctified ones, those are the elect. You know, sanctified means to cleanse, set apart, be made holy. You know, that applies to the elect of Israel. You know, being separate from the doctrines of this, polluted doctrines. You know, teaching of God and Jesus Christ. And you can have sex on the Sabbath. John the Baptist wasn't true. The elect, they will be separated from that because that's not sound doctrine. You know, and being separated from this world through repentance. You know.
Sanctified them by the truth. The word is true.
John 17.
This is John 17, verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Yeah, not Yahushua speak. You know, because Yahushua prayed for his elect. He even said, "I pray for them. I pray not for the whole world, for the whole world of Israel." Because it's wicked amongst my people. I found wicked men, as it's written. You know. So Yahushua only prayed for his elect to get on with his disciples, excluding Judas Iscariot.
And it's
the ones that believed him, the ones that healed him, that he healed, that believed in our Lord.
You know, he say, and I pray for them that thou hast given me. That's the elect. That's what he's saying.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger.
Yeah, the mighty ones are by the angels. You know, because the angels, they are the ones that put, the Lord uses the angels to go out and stir up things on the earth, rather it be righteousness or wickedness. You know? So,
even them that rejoice in my highness.
Yeah, because we're going to get how the angels are obedient and rejoice at the commandments of the Lord. And whatever the Lord tells us.
This is Psalms chapter 103, verse 20. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength.
It's that excelling strength. We just read right here, it was called mighty ones. So the angels, they're very strong. And in fact, they're very terrible to look upon, because when Samson, when his mother had seen the angel, she said that he had like a terrible countenance, man. He was very fearful to look upon. So the angels, they come in an austere manner, and they represent the Most High when they come on earth. They're men of war. This is the Most High.
And it says, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his words.
Yeah, so the angels, they are very obedient. You know, that doctrine of Satan is cast out of heaven, he went to the deep realms under the earth, just oppose himself against the Most High. Now that's false, man. That's scripture called out of fable. A cunningly devised fable.
they believe more in their literature than the actual word of the Most High. Like Faust and all that stuff, they attribute Nostradamus, all of that stuff. That's literature. You know what I'm saying? That's the way they use Socrates and Plato. They use it as literary, points and stuff, and not like what it actually is.
Just like you saw, what he does is for everything else is he'll take something from back then and put it in this new day and age and just twist it around a little bit and put it in something.
In business, they call that rebranding.
Rebranding.
You take some old shit, repaint it, give it a new name. Because a lot of these businesses, that's all you've been hearing all day is that. Yeah, some of these businesses, like it may be a gas station that go down, go under, and then they come back and they got a new name, but it's the same owners. They just use a different name. It's the same pumps. It's called rebranding. They bring the same shit back, but just give it a different name, a different spin, different twist, a different color. That's what these nations did with these false gods. They all go back to the garden. Different philosophies, different ways of life. And then just every generation they get revamped. Yep. A new story is added to this god. Oh yeah, he also had jumped out of the sky and then he came down and then he bounded up at 5,000 people.
So they really get the ideas from the scriptures, different accounts.
Right.
They just, like you said, they just twist it up and make it seem like they came up.
Right. I went to go see that movie, Transformers. Great movie, kept me up. I didn't even fall asleep on that shit.
Good.
And it was over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, they got that from the scripts. Oh, they got this from the scripts. Oh, this whole little
thing right there. That's
the whole time I was, doing that. Isaiah 13, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down on Yahweh.
So you hear the mighty ones again. The mighty ones are the angels once again. So they are the main focal point, the main tools the Lord uses to put the spirits on these heathens to get ready for war. An account of that was in Mount Gilead. King Ahab. He was warned against Syrians, right? The Syrians, it was a wicked angel, not wicked, but the angel came down from heaven, and he had, the angel had put a lying spirit in the mouth of King Ahaz, the prophets of Baal. Which they lied to him, told him that he was going to prosper in the war, he was going to win, but he ended up dying. But prior to him doing that, prior to him hearing those things from the prophets of Baal, he was told by Micaiah the prophet that, hey, you gonna, Micaiah, he was like, yeah, I seen sheep scattered away, and basically the king was gonna be destroyed, and Israel was gonna scatter in Syria.
And King Ahab, he was like, I don't like Micah. Yeah. He always prophesied bad concerning me. I don't like him. Well, the prophets ain't here to tell you good things all the time. And them false prophets that deceived them, they was like, yeah, you gonna win. I saw it. Yep, the gods told me. Yep.
And it was more,
straight line.
It was more powerful for all than it was the righteous prophets. At that time, it was only one. Yeah. Micah. Against, I believe it was 450 prophets of Baal that a prophet Elijah was dealing with. Yeah, that's a lot of prophets compared to one true prophet, man.
All right, verse 5 in Isaiah 13. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh in the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
Right. And that's the ICBM missile. The intercontinental ballistic missile that can travel from one continent to another within 25-30 minutes. You know? So it says to destroy the whole land. That's America. But it said land in singular sense. At least it was Zechariah 13, verse 9. You know? It is prophecy that America is going to be destroyed. You know?
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Right now, land is in the singular sense. It's talking about, once again, America. Babylon the Great.
And it says, but the third shall be left therein.
I'm sorry, the 2/3. The 2/3 are the wicked Israelites that's not going to repent, the unbelievers. That the Lord was going to restore you. And the 1/3, that's the elect. You know, starting on with the 144,000 holy apostles and prophets. That's going to be joint heirs with our Lord Yahweh in the kingdom, according to Romans 8:17.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined.
And fire will be twofold. Fire is actually like affliction, because the Lord's going to test his elect and take in trouble. You know? But we understand that the elect is going to prevail because they got Yahweh Shai, blood covered upon them. So they're going to be delivered. But also, it's another scripture that says, glorify the Lord in the fires. You know, because the chariot is going to zap through the fires, man. You know? He's going to deliver the elect. The chariots of Israel is so-called your foes.
It's like the 3 holy children.
Oh, yeah.
They got put into that furnace. You know, read the prayers that they sent up. Meshach, Meshach, and Abednego. They're going to find out that she was shot on fire. And guess who was walking with them in there?
Yep.
You know?
One like unto the Son of Man.
Hey, that's new in the sun, man.
It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name.
See, there go the name again. Call upon my name. Again, the other part of the true name is Yahweh. The only God's son name is Yahweh Shai. True name.
And I will hear them.
See, the Lord's going to hear them because he acknowledges that the name that they call upon are his name. Is his name. The Lord not going to acknowledge you if you not call upon his name.
I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power.
You want the Lord to remember you and to acknowledge you in that day.
Man.
You don't want the Lord to not remember you. You know, just like, you know, with King Hezekiah, when he said, I have walked with you in truth, I did everything that you commanded me. You want to be like that. Before all hell breaks loose, though.
Right,
You don't want to do it when all hell breaks loose already. Now you want to do it prior to taking something coming.
And that's another cut right there. How he gonna be walking with us and not tell us his name? Like
Yeah.
somebody just anonymous gonna be walking with our people, you know, all these years and we don't know his name?
I told Moses the name.
Yeah.
In fact, when you first meet someone you don't know, you always ask them. That's the first thing you ask them. Oh, what's your name?
Yeah.
You know?
Lord wants to be active. Like, you stop calling on the name of the Lord, then the day of trouble comes, you remember it. The Lord ain't going to save you, man. Lord, what does the scripture say? You're supposed to have continual works. The Lord wants you to be active, continually thinking upon him, continually calling his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
You know? You're forgetting about the Lord, but he's going to forget about you.
Yeah.
You draw not to the Most High, he will draw not to you. You know, the Lord is the superior, man. You know, people treat the Lord like he's inferior.
Yeah.
You know,
And your attention, that's where your energy is. If you don't put no attention on the Most High, you ain't giving them no energy. What he say? They have nothing in me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't putting nothing in. You gotta put your energy in.
All right, so I'm back in Isaiah 13, verse 6. How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Yeah, so the day of the Lord is at hand, man. You know, and the prophets is pronouncing it, the heralds. They're telling you what's to come, man. Ain't no peace coming to the wicked, man. You know, like you always say, race wars, race riots, famine, pestilence. The FDA just approved lab-grown meat to be sold in the restaurants. You know, Elon Musk, a couple weeks ago, the FDA approved him to have human trials to test humans with the MOTB, man. So that the MOTB infrastructure is already here. They just need a big event, a big crisis, chaos event to happen in order for them to be justified to push it, so people can accept it. You know, 6 years ago, in August 2017, there was a company in Wisconsin called Green Scares Market. They were the first company in the U.S. to give people the implantable device, CHIP. Because we gotta use certain words because YouTube has algorithms. If you say certain buzzwords, they can delete your whole channel or take the actual video. So you have to use words in code just so the information can be brought out to you. You know? So the infrastructure is already here. You got Apple Pay, you got Venmo, you got Cash App. You know, you got Tap Pay, you got the Metro Tap Pay. You know,
You got that Whole Foods where you just don't even buy nothing. Just go in
Amazon
there and wave your hand. Yeah, Amazon, let's go.
so that digitalized infrastructure is already here in America, man.
It's crazy. We can't talk about that. We can't say those specific words, but you go on YouTube up and down, it's a whole bunch of violence, the Water Boys.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole bunch of that. You know, people.
Folly.
Yeah, just to call each other at the name.
Great dig.
Bring out these prophecies and these specific words. It's, that's hate speech. That's this. That's that.
Yeah.
You know.
So we got people in the alphabet community, they can go online and make videos saying how they being oppressed and how all these things is happening to them and nothing happens. But
Nothing.
when we do it, we're in the bad guys.
You get your video taken down with a 10-view video. You know.
Yeah.
How y'all find this video?
10 people heard you, bro. We got to take you down.
Oh, so the bees, we got to get them. That's a swarm of bees right there. You know what? Just stand still. Just stand still.
That's all.
The Lord ain't gonna have that shit touch
I
us,
wish
bro. We
a
out here
bee
doing
would. Look at that, they gone. You said that, they gone. You said the Lord. You didn't even say the name. Just the thought now.
They didn't even come near us. That's
Yeah.
what it's about.
Call out y'all
Was
about
they
something
following
else.
up? Slap y'all. Was they following old boy or something? Because he came with.
They know something. They about to, one probably sending them on somebody.
Created for
Like,
this.
I should not shine.
Call out y'all about something else. There was a swarm of thousands of bees just went by.
Like in the cartoons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even.
That's wild.
That's what
I
that
never
look
seen
like.
that before.
Yeah, never. Bees though. Never.
But you know what? You know, a great example came out. 'Cause as I was seeing them, I was like, you know, we probably got to get on. But as you wait, that's the flesh though.
Yep.
But as
Sudden
you
fear.
wait,
Yep.
the spirit kick in.
Right.
Hold on, no, the Lord ain't gonna have none of that shit happen to us. We good. And sure enough, they went down. So that's a great example on how the flesh should work. Can we get real quick? The flesh is weak. Spirit is willing, but the somebody get attacked?
It's becoming way more and
They
more.
look like they being sent.
Yeah.
They being sent. So
Yeah.
they got to get somebody wicked.
So the point is, you may be faced with adversity or some trouble. You know, first thing that happened is the flesh should kick in. Oh, what the fuck? You try to find like
Yep.
comfort or a quick fix.
Instant relief.
You know, the get on, the run. You know, that's the flesh.
Sudden fear.
Yeah,
Fight or flight type.
yeah.
It's like
Because when fear comes, certain certain hormones push out certain powers, so to speak, in your body, like adrenaline. When adrenaline hit your body, you ready to move. You're either ready to run or you ready to fight. But that's the flesh though. Kick in and you kind of like ready to make moves. But then when you wait during your tribulation, can we get Ecclesiastes 2 real quick? Be patient when thou turn to a lower state.
God. Thou turn to a lower state.
Matthew 26:41. It says, this is Yahweh speaking. Watch and pray that she enter not into temptation.
Watch and pray, meaning you got to be out here being spiritual and paying attention.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
The spirit is willing. The spirit is right there. As the Lord gave us His knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, put the spirit on us to study, have a pattern of good works. We got the guidelines on how to, handle ourselves. All right. So the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So if you depend on the flesh and you get presented with trials, tribulations, or afflictions, the first thing that you're gonna want to do is try to escape the trouble. You're gonna try to get out of it. Just like if you fishing, that hook get in that fish's mouth, the fish is trying to get the fuck up out of there. They trying to get on. You pull out the water, it's moving and shit. But when you be patient, let's get this in Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter real quick.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee.
So whatever you go through, whether it's a swarm of bees coming, whether it's a building came out of nowhere, whatever you're going through, whatsoever is brought upon thee, right?
Take cheerfully.
Just understand, when it say take cheerfully, you understand that this is a part of being a man of the Lord.
God.
Be patient without our change for a lower state.
So when you brought low, you got to be patient. Something happened, you got to be patient. Don't let the spirit cause you to, be in haste and make some type of sudden decision because of your emotions at that moment, right then and there.
Haste.
Because he who is hasty in spirit exalted folly. So with this example, when they came with the spirit, I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute, we may have to get on. But the spirit came in immediately and said, chill, the Lord ain't finna have us go out like that out here. And sure enough, like the brother said while we were saying it, them bees was big as hell.
Yeah, you can see them.
Them motherfuckers was big. There was probably hornets. Yeah. And then they took it right down the street.
We don't see bees that often.
Oh, we don't see that shit.
We don't see that like that. That's, like a...
Yeah. They didn't even come nigh our dwelling like the scripture said.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, they was right here. We saw them. They was right here. They was close. Like if we would have stepped up a little bit, we probably would have been in it.
Face
In
full of it,
the swarm. But they went down. Just an example.
Yeah, but like you said, the Lord got to give us little examples like this, to groom us, to prepare for us on what's to come.
Yeah.
It's something big, man. Like hearing it, like for example, when you hear about the economy collapse, like damn, that's like damn. We don't think like how we eat, but then the spirit gonna kick in like the Lord got me. Here it is, we prophesying all these years. The song will cross the heart, cross the other great millstone. Then when it finally comes, forward.
This is Job 5 and 22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
That's a hell of a spirit to have. Because everybody else gonna be in the opposite spirit. They're gonna be in mourning.
He says, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Because we know the Lord is with us. The Lord controls the mindset of beasts. And to devour people and stuff, get their snack for the day.
And that right there goes to show you, be at peace with the animals.
Right.
That what a man soweth is that what he reap. Be at peace with the animals. Here it is, you kicking them and you doing a little cruel shit to them. And then you wonder why motherfuckers be getting bit up, ate up, chased down, ran down by animals. You know?
Yeah, because most of the time, when we hear people get mauled to death by animals, they be eating like that. They be harming the animals.
Yep. Sacrificing them,
Being mean to them.
putting fingers in them, doing all kind of nasty,
Weird shit.
inhumane shit to animals.
Like Job said, he wouldn't lead them around no Edomites.
And then all we hear is, 8-year-old girl gets devoured by a random dog or
Yeah.
wolf. But not knowing that this girl been doing all kind of crazy shit to the family cat.
Yeah.
And it says,
Breaking the legs and shit.
verse 24, and thou shalt know, it's like verse 23, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be in peace with thee.
We're gonna be able to control the elements, and then we're gonna be able to be good with the animals. Hey, Elijah was at peace with the animals. Ravens, plural, was bringing Elijah food, meat. It say what? Bread, meat and bread, right?
Eat bread.
Flesh and bread twice a day, in the morning and at evening. So I'm pretty sure, hey, y'all coming back? What y'all got for me today? Okay. Oh, thank you. You know,
The animals,
he got cool with him after a while.
the animals is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You know? Like, if you treat the animals good, the Lord put the spirit on the animals to be good with you.
Yeah.
There's one video I seen. This bird was basically filling these people's walls up inside of their house with nuts, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about awful nuts that you can eat on.
Yeah.
They filled it, I think they filled it up. I seen a video they filled their house up with like some odd
All walnut
pounds.
in the wall.
Yeah, in the wall, man.
It was walnuts, and it was so many.
And just and they actually flagged my video for that. That's a crazy
Man.
thing. They copyrighted it, but
Oh
you know,
yeah.
that's what it made me think of. The Ravens bringing a lot of food, man. That's stuff that's gonna be happening to brothers. You know, you might see a bird come in, you like, man, what the hell this bird doing? And you got a whole goddamn wall of walnuts. You know, in a time of famine in your wall, man, or some dates or something that this bird, the Lord put the spirit on this bird to just store up for you in a time of need, and you don't even know it, man.
Or going back to the bees, the Lord had the bees be in the area making honey for you.
Yeah.
Making honey for you. And then the honey, you can eat it. You got wounds and shit, it'll heal the wounds up.
Sicknesses.
Yep.
You know, you got a little throat cough or something like that. Honey, heal that sickness.
And it's lucky, but and it's all over social media. They'll have like a dog come in and be feeding the fish, you know what I'm saying, throwing
Oh,
things
I
in the
saw it.
fish
Yeah,
tank.
yeah.
And then they have a duck right there, and they'll be like throwing stuff, you know, and taking food and putting it in the. I've seen this before, man. You
Yeah, I
know,
saw ducks
there's actually
bring
a
food
spirit.
to fish, like koi
Yeah.
fish. Their brain drop bread in there, and then they'll just look at it.
Yeah, the fish be looking. Yeah,
Hey, the Most High, man. with
yeah,
his creation.
that's the spirit that he put on them animals.
Yeah.
Even animals have mercy.
Right.
Yeah. And he's showing us that, like we said earlier, faith boosters, all that's gonna go into the mental Rolodex.
Most High can have a gorilla bring. He come a gorilla out of nowhere, silverback, and he got a little sheep on his neck. Boom, drop it to you.
Yeah,
You know how you eating lamb that night.
yeah.
Bear come with some salmon, two salmon fishes in his mouth. Drop them.
Yeah,
You keep picking the salmon up like this, throwing them over your shoulder. You eating good for 2 to 3 days.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus said Yahweh our power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
so the servants of the Lord, the prophets, the elect, they gonna eat, man.
Don't say how though. Don't say how. It just says the most important part that you gonna eat. How Lord can bring the manna back. You get back to going back eating manna, or like we said, here come a raven. Ravens, you waking up, ravens is right there. 12, both sides drops of 12 on you.
They said it was a lot of quail, man. That they they was able to eat. You know, hey, Lord was giving Israel abundance of food in that wilderness, man.
And another example, the disciples, which later became apostles, they was fishing and they didn't catch shit all day. They out there just, man, we ain't catching nothing. All of a sudden the Lord, I'm gonna talk. The Lord came and all of a sudden they pulling in net fulls of fish out of nowhere. So the Lord can have it like that. Make you a little fake a little makeshift fishing rod, and just say, man, I'm gonna just throw it in there and see what happens. Boom, and you getting some of the big bass.
Yeah.
You know?
You're gonna have to have that type of thing too. Sometimes the soul gonna taint the water. You know, he gonna do specific things to the ponds, the lakes, the rivers, man. You know, to stop all course of somebody being able to eat. You know, this famine that's coming, it's gonna be orchestrated by the elites. You know, that's why they import and export out. And Americans, they depend on that. They depend on the imports and the exports of food. America, like the brother said, he went fishing. You know, which takes patience. You know, you can catch your own food. But Americans, they depend on, hey, State Brothers got that fishing stock today.
Yeah.
You know?
And then these lakes and ponds, all you gotta do is have you a fishing license, and you can go out there and catch the shit.
Yeah.
Catch the shit, put it in a bucket, and go home, lay it up. You got some free food. But that convenience is what make Jake lazy. But this is John 21, verse 1. After these things, Yahushua showed himself again to the disciples at the Sea of Tiberias, and on this wise showed he himself. There were together Simon, Peter, and Thomas, called Didymus, and Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, and the sons of Zebedee, and two other of his disciples. Simon Peter said unto them, I go a fishing. They said unto him, we also go with thee. See, we come from fishermen. You know, we were herdsmen. You know, in the spirit, we, you know, round up cattle. You know, you always come across a Jake that's a dog breeder.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we were fishermen too. You know, it's a lot of Jakes in the South that's into fishing. A lot of the Northern Kingdom, they into fishing. Benjamin into fishing. It says, I go a fishing. And they said unto him, we also go with thee. They went forth and entered into the ship immediately. And that night, they caught nothing. And at nighttime, that's the best time to go fishing. All right? At nighttime, the water is more calmer. Certain, you know, creatures and different baits, they come out. Fish eat them. Fish can spawn, lay eggs, you know, figure out their next area that they want to be in. So nighttime is a great time to go fishing. It says, and that night they caught nothing. But when the morning was come, Yahushua stood on the shore, but the disciples knew not that it was Yahushua. Then Yahushua said unto them, children, have ye any meat? They answered him, no. He said unto them, cast the net on the right side of the ship, and ye shall find. They cast therefore, and now they were not able to draw it for the multitude of fishes. And it was heavy. Cast it on the right side. That's how we're doing that.
Symbolic.
Yeah. Cast that line on the right side.
Man.
But the point is, during Jacob's trouble, going back to what the brother brought out, behold, my servant shall eat. You know, Lord may have you by a brook of water like Elijah. And Lord put the spirit. Brothers been in the spirit where we was looking for something, didn't know we was looking for, and the Lord had everything strategically mapped out. He was like, okay, let me get this. Oh shit, let me get that. Boom.
Yeah.
Now you got a damn fishing rod. You know? Oh shit, got some damn line for the fishing rod. Wow. Oh, it's just enough.
Those ain't gonna be after this and like Tom Hanks and Castle.
Oh no.
Coconut
Yep.
over.
Yeah.
If you find a line and it got a hook on it already, oh, it's already, the hook is already on it. Then you step up here, oh shit, it's a worm. Oh. Tie it out there, you fuck around, catch 3-4 fish with that one. Ain't no telling how the Lord will do it, perform a miracle for you.
And to know fish, you know, how it's clean is by the scales and fins.
Yeah.
So that's easy to detect.
Yep. Yeah, the Lord has give us the wisdom to identify what animals that we can eat and what animals we cannot eat. Certain markings and identifiers. What you got to do?
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh our power, behold, my servant shall eat, and ye shall be hungry.
And so these people, they're gonna be hungry, man. You were saying, because these people, they so accustomed to convenience. And when they don't get that convenience no more, being having access to food stores as quick as they want, you know, they gonna bug out. They gonna panic. The flesh, I was gonna say, the flesh is gonna really kick in.
Everything is fast this, fast that. You see a fast food commercial, Chinese food. Let's go. Oh, you open up and they advertise the luxurious sandwich. And your flesh, like the brother said, your flesh take over and it's, hey, we gotta go grab it. They only say it's $3.99 right now. You know?
That's
So-
what. Oh, he's great.
I was gonna say, so it says you should be hungry, you know? It's gonna be a thing to where when there's food not in the storehouses, y'all so accustomed to having these, what do they put in there? MSG
Yeah.
is a product that they put in food to make people crazy, you know? So there's a lot of MSG and things and ingredients in this food. That's why when you're on work and you go to lunch about like 12 or 1, the lines around all these restaurants are full. They're full, man. They're wrapped around the corner. Because people think it's fast this, fast that. I only got 30 minutes for break. I gotta grab something fast. So and it's strategically designed, man.
And you lie long, bro. Like, you might as well get out the car, going to that restaurant.
Right. So when these storehouses are empty, your body, these people's bodies are already used to having all those chemicals in it to make them crave food. So when it's taken away, they're gonna be in a bad case, man. That's why you have people out here trying to rob people for food.
Invading one another.
Like that Popeye's chicken sandwich thing or specific other things that happen, those foods were injected with things to make these people go crazy to want them. They thought, oh, it was just that good. No, Esau pumps them up, man. So when that famine happens and there's nothing left, these people gonna go crazy, man.
Because when you cook a chicken breast, you don't be craving it like you crave if
Right.
you wasn't eating,
Right.
you know, like a
Yeah.
chicken sandwich from Popeyes. You don't be craving it like that.
No, you don't.
And that's why, you know, this grace period that the Lord has given us is the grace period, is the time that the Lord give us to get back right with Him. You know, the Lord has given us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So, you know, to balance out the truth, you know, watch the videos on outdoor stuff, you know. Watch videos on, you know, how to make a fire, you know, using a knife, carving things, you know, making certain things. You know, learn how to fish, learn how to cook outdoors, you know. I mean, bros know how to barbecue, right? Yeah. So we know how to barbecue and stuff, but then there's some bros that may not know how to work the grill. Learn how to work the grill. You know, you don't know what type of situation the Lord will have you in, you know. You know, you may be in a situation where you can get fish. There's a grill right here. You know?
They can have stone.
Yeah, you can use a stone. You know, oh man, I learned, you know, the Lord put the Spirit on me to make a fire. Boom, make a fire. You able to cook your food, you able to catch food, you able to warm yourself up at night. You know?
That's a high value man.
Bro, there's cases where we have to go off the grid, man. You had David, he went off the grid. And you had the Maccabees brothers, they went off the grid. Yahushua, man. You know, he's going to mountains, going over here, going over there, you know. John the Baptist. Moses went off the grid. That's the only ones that came to my mind. Elijah, yep. Yeah, so, you know, don't be afraid to get out there in the elements, man. Remember, the brother brought it out. The stones with snake popped out on me. But it was crossing on the right side, though. You know, there was a snake. Which, you know, everything is spiritual. But when I saw the snake, it moved. It was moving on the right side. So, you know, look at things in righteousness. You know, because scriptures speak about be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So serpent is not solely wicked. You got, you know, serpents in the righteous sense.
It says, behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Yeah, know how to learn how to clean water. You know, them days where it's like, oh man, I did the way you one of those water purifiers. Just do experiments. That much more confident to be out there in the elements. Because the reason why these people's gonna be bugging out is because they're gonna be in a situation with no power. The power grid is gonna be down. They don't know how to operate in darkness. They don't know how to make tools and make useful of things from their surroundings. They don't know how to use the earth. The Lord gave us, the scriptures say the world was made for our sakes. We're able to use the world. Like, you know, the elements and stuff.
There's certain, like you said, cleansing water. There's certain things that every father has seen a brother do it. He has roses. It's like, remember the little things?
Yeah, we throw it. Yeah.
You could put those in water for a specific amount of days and cleanse it and purify it. Man.
Yep. Yeah, we learning herbs, you know, what herbs to eat to heal us. We becoming the sons of the Most High again, man. The sons of the Most High is not dependent on fast food every day.
Nope. The exact opposite, on fasting.
Yeah.
That's
Cook
how you
your
get to
food.
the
Learn how
Most
to
High.
cook. Learn how to cook. You know. This week I plan on, you know, Lord willing, you know, buying some fish, gutting it, and doing all that stuff. You know, just learning, just putting you up, making yourself more valuable.
Knowledgeable about how the earth, how to move out, maneuver, not to grid in the earth. You know, that reminds me of Isaiah 10 when they shall no more stay upon him that smoketh. This is trusting in Esau, man. By you trusting the Lord, by you being knowledgeable about certain things, you know how to, you know, things in the earth and stuff. Now you're trusting in the Lord, man. It's the Lord that's gonna give you the supplies.
Yep. That Lord give you know, because pigeons is lawful to eat. You know, Lord can put the spirit on you to make a trap. You know, you may make a trap or something, makeshift trap, boom, catch you. You done caught you 2 doves, boom, you just gotta kill a motherfucker.
Yep.
You know, kill his ass, pluck the shit off, take the guts out, snatch his head off, and then once you do all that, it's gonna look like a little small chicken.
Corner's hands.
Little Cornish hen. Yeah. Yeah, you get to eating on his legs and shit. Them wings.
It says,
Pigeon wings.
behold, my servant shall drink, he shall be thirsty. You thirsty? You know?
When you thirsty for a woman, you just look like you down bad. You know, so when you thirsty, do any fucking thing.
Also, man, he actually got one episode. I came in with business on the stick. This is good. But just, you know, being a bitch that is off.
It says, behold, my servant shall rejoice, I'm not gonna say they, but those are the tribes. It's gonna mainly hit them. See these heathens, you go to their house, they stocked up,
Yeah.
which is really for the elect in the last days. A lot of these heathens, like Edomites, that got these secret rooms. You know, like in the Last of Us, he had that secret room with all that stuff. They got these little secret rooms full of supplies, man, canned goods and stuff and all that. That's for the elect, man. Brothers, like the brother said, we're gonna be off the grid, walking down the spirit, and the Lord gonna have it to where you're gonna say, let's check this house right here. You know, the Lord gonna guide us directly to that little pantry. I look empty, and the pantry might have a little button on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know it's water in there, and it's gonna be lawful stuff.
Yeah.
Just for that's how the Lord's gonna take care of us, man.
Yep. Or you may be by the lake again, and then the Spirit leads you to a house, and then the house got all the fishing equipment you need to go to the lake. And then just like we read about Yahushua, he told them to cast thy net on the right side. You out there, you throwing your reel in, boom. You get the biggest salmon you ever caught.
Yeah.
The biggest bass you ever caught. You know, and then the Lord put the spirit on the fish to you eat that meat and you cool for 3-4 days.
Yeah.
I'm still good from 2-3 days ago when we caught them fish.
They'll probably even have me have fun of seasons.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The Lord knows we like seasons now.
So.
You can find some McCormick garlic sauce.
Man. Oh, hey, never been open too.
It's expired?
There ain't nobody gonna be looking at expiration dates.
Nah, hell no.
They don't give a fuck.
They know that's a marketing strategy.
It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy at the heart. Praise how I shall shine.
God.
And then we singing for joy of heart. We looking at the stuff that's coming upon the earth. We like, oh, Lord, Yehovah, the Lord said it was gonna be a famine and we was gonna eat. We eat, and it's a famine. I was gonna be rejoicing over that.
You don't know what type of song you get that food. You don't know what type of song you're gonna be singing in that day. They get food.
Sing the song of Moses.
Yeah, you know, they be singing, dancing, skipping all that. And he shall cry for sorrow of heart.
Oh, why is this happening to us? Oh man.
Woe
Look,
is me.
Man, you other people out there fishing, they ain't bringing back none. Here it is. You got some shit you done made. You got some little shit you done made. You out there catching them back to back.
You done formed some shit up.
This motherfucker out there with the whole little setup,
Yeah.
they ain't catching nothing. Or if they do catch, it's the smallest fish. You in there pulling big shit.
That's why I said the heathens are envious.
Yeah.
They don't see things acting out working on their favor. They doing the same tax they doing. Damn, they ain't worked out for me, huh?
They've been out there 10 hours. You come in there and just like, they see you make a little makeshift fish reel, and you just out there catching shit within 20 minutes.
People already hate us about the COVID. You know, the spirit of it.
That's all do that. He'll get this shit, he'll come over to you. Hey man, what type of bait you use? What fishing pole is that? And he'll have a newer version of your fishing pole, the 2/3 generation of yours. You got the regular basic one.
You like, man, I found this over there somewhere.
It's always up on new shit.
Yeah. When you watch these Edomites that go out fishing, they like, oh yeah, I got the such and such 4,000 models, limited edition of models, shiny and shit. They got all the best shit. These Edomites be having like a little monitor screen with the sonar technology that show them everything that's in the water, and they just put their boat right where the fish at and just drop on their ass.
And shall howl for vexation of spirit.
how bitches act when they in straight. They come humble. They, you got any cables to jump my car? Oh, my tire's flat. You know how to change the spare? They come real humble when they in straights.
That's the only time they talk to you if they need something.
You got $30? They come crouching. They come humble. They come hiding their anger.
Say nope. Even if I got them, I'll still say it.
That's why it's going to say this. It's Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden red more first.
That's the election in the Lord. Everybody gonna know that who the Lord is dealing with, because the Lord even said, "Then shall you know who I chosen." You know, they gonna have that aura on them. They gonna have that light.
They just gonna be in good position.
Yeah,
You're gonna be able to tell by the station they at. You know, like
people be looking all skinny and frail, looking not eating, dirty
face.
Yeah, but people see, man, the Lord, the elect, brothers gonna still be in shape like how they was prior to family coming.
Yep.
You know, still strong. You know, strong looking,
Brothers with the spirit,
clean.
like a brother Eli, he was that woman that let me come with you. That's how it's gonna be for us, because like me and brother was saying before we got here, you go to a woman dashboard on her car. She got about damn near every light on in the car. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, those, don't worry about those lights. They go off. They go off.
The man's gonna be more precious than fine gold, is because, like you're bringing out right now, the man is always gonna be the head, man. Right, the Israelite man, and then you got over the Israelite man, Yahweh Shai. You got over Yahweh Shai, Yahweh. Under the man, which is the order of the woman. So in these times to come, the spirit, the wisdom and knowledge, and understanding that the heavenly Father is gonna put on this man, it's gonna have you women looking at us like, damn, they got it. Because see, you look at these regular niggas over here, right? These rappers and things like that, and you see the gold, you see the jewelry, you see they got status, they got fans, and you think they got it. They don't got it, man. They don't have it. When them times of trouble come, and you see the man of the Lord out here, all right? You see them with that glow. You see that the Lord is with them, basically. Y'all gonna be running to us. That's why it says in Isaiah the 4th chapter, let us wear our own apparel, let us only be called by that name. All right? Because not only are we gonna have answers, but we're gonna have the necessary wisdom to be able to function with being off of the grid. But you women don't have that. Y'all can't be off the grid, man. I lost my apartment. My dad said I can come home with him. My car broke down. Oh, well, I get another one tomorrow. Us, man, the Lord gonna put so much of a cold spirit on brothers, man. A cold vibration starting now. Where you people don't see it right now, but when the Lord actually, gives his men that shine. Man, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Because I'm already seeing right now that women is starting to want to deal with like real men. The whole masculine thing that they pushing right now. It's like women want to deal with the guy that be outdoors, the guy that do particular things, craft things, because inwardly they know that this man, if it's some trouble, he'll figure it out. Not some nigga that's in the house chilling, smoking, drinking all day, feet kicked up, trying to get his lyrics right for his new album. They know that if they leaning towards guys like that, they both gonna be in a difficult situation because he don't know shit, I don't know shit.
That's true.
Nigga don't even know how to cook food.
Man.
So how is he even gonna catch it? He don't even. If he catch it, he ain't gonna know how to make it.
He gonna be like, you got that, man?
Yeah. Or you come across some food, it's I don't know what to do with it.
It's Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
So it's gonna come a time where it's gonna be groups of women coming to one man. it's gonna get so crazy out here because we read about the Northern Army where the elect men, they gonna get preserved from it, but everybody else that's not a part of the fold, they gonna get caught out there in the army. They gonna get drafted. You feel me? So it's gonna be a shortage of men. So it's either you gonna end up with a grimy ass nigga, talk to you women, a 2/3 grimy nigga that got an expiration date coming up soon, or you gonna have a man, or if you was a woman of the Lord, first off, you would have a spirit to want to seek truth. But like it say in Psalm 110, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. So when the Lord start really dealing with us, then these women is gonna want to, come to men of the Lord, groups of men. I mean, groups of women coming to a man, one man.
Oh, you see me on the street
Yeah.
saying stuff like that. Like Pastor Paul said, women are nasty hypergamous.
Yeah.
They want the man of a higher social status.
Yeah.
They respect power. A lot of women going to get rejected like that.
Because we don't want that dead weight. I already got 10 women. What I need with what I need with you? I already got beautiful looking women. I already got young women, beautiful women. I already got all, different types. Why do I need you?
What makes you different from all these other ones?
Yeah.
We're gonna give y'all the application. Women always, what makes you different from the last guy I was with? We're gonna give y'all the application, man.
Yeah.
Good
women.
What's gonna make you different than these Americanized women, man? It's really brother. If a brother got a woman and he cool with her right now, when that time come and they good, and let's do your how about you know shot. That's the one really that's gonna just be with brothers, man. We gonna, of course we gonna take in some, but you women out here that rejected brothers and all that, y'all gonna try to come back. It ain't happening, man.
No.
I would never see a woman that would never give you their time to know.
Can we get that in Isaiah 32? Can you finish that? Okay.
It says,
Hit it from the top.
Isaiah 4:1, and in that day, says a woman shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach.
Now it says, eat my own bread. What does it say?
We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Yeah. But then you'll have somebody say, well, I thought y'all had said it was going to be a famine. Well, it will be a famine, but this is just talking about women just getting in order, getting in line. You ain't got to have all this substance and all this shit to get a woman, because they're going to want you solely because you're a man of the Lord. Not about what you can provide for them, like carnally.
Like now.
Yeah. Like now, a bitch wants you to. What do women say? You need to get my hair done, get my nails done. You need to buy me some clothes. You need to take me to the finest restaurants. They ain't not gonna be saying that. They're gonna be singing a whole nother tune.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry about all this other stuff. Just let us be called by thy name. I just want to be your girl. I just want the hedge of protection that you got around you to be extended to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the woman is scared. Like, even like right now, like the bitch is running from someone, she'll run to any man she wants just to find that comfort.
We've seen it, bro. We've been at the paintball. We was at the paintball arena or whatever the fuck it's called, and Yvonne was there. We was there handling. We was out there getting off. And guess who cleaved to us? A whole bunch of heathen women and men. They want to be on our team, join us. They want us to be the captain, lead them. Because they seen where the power was at. We was out there running, jumping over shit, rolling around, dirty, shooting. And then the women, the heathen, and these was Ammonites. The Ammonite Japanese women, they was just frail and weak. They just ran to a man.
And we was fighting against Edomites. I always go there.
Yeah.
Every day, Edomites. They had the military armor on, the helmet.
Yeah.
Just looking like they about to go to war and shit.
Yeah.
And we in the war. And that would be dope, man.
When something catastrophic happens, like a gas station blow up or a bomb gets set off, a building go down, and it's inadmissible. Like a mall. Let somebody hear about a mall shooter or a woman. Guess who the first people that's running out of the mall? Woman, man. She don't make it to the car before you. You know?
Yeah, that's just a false mentality. That mindset, like we always bring out. That feminist mindset and feminist liberation not only thrives in the first world countries.
Yeah, let some shit crack off right now. Bet you that flock, these ones right here, flock right over here. Flock direct. Let explosion happen or something. Boom! Boom! Explosion over here, some wild, crazy accidents, bro.
Are you guys okay?
Them women, they'll come, we've seen it, they'll come, complete strangers. They all up on you.
Cuffing your arm, holding on to you.
Yeah. You've seen it.
It says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
And the way you be called by a man's name is by that man going into you, which is sex, and sex consummate marriage. Oh, it's gonna be great benefits. Let's get Isaiah 32 real quick, 1 and 2, for sure. Because it's gonna be great benefits with dealing with a man of the Lord.
Isaiah 32, verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness.
That's Yahweh Shah.
A princes shall rule judgment.
And that's the governing body of the nation of Israel, man.
It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind.
Wind is the destruction. A hiding place, that's the safety.
And a covert from the tempest.
A covering from the tempest, right? You seeing a swarm, a tornado, hurricane. What people do, they go hide in place. They go into a shelter. They hide. Right?
As rivers of water in a dry place.
Here it is, you in a desert, and then it's a small patch of water. That's life to you. Number one, you can get in it and pull you off. If you hot, you can I'm just gonna get in the water. You know? And if it's water that you can drink, because you can't drink salt water. You know, if you go find an ocean and it's salt water, don't think you just finna go over there and just drink the shit. That shit will you can die. You know? So if you get into a pond with some, living water, some water with oxygen in it, clean, you can drink that. You know? So that's how a man's gonna be. He's gonna be life.
They call that fresh water.
Yeah, fresh water, yeah.
As the shadow of a great rock.
Like this rock right here. This is a great rock, right? Yeah. You see, it's hot. Yeah. But you see how we in the shade?
Yeah.
We ain't sweating. The camera's not heating up. Phone's not heating up. Camera not talking about overheating. Bros ain't sweating. We cool.
Yeah. Before the sun was out, was gleaming.
Yeah. We can withstand the affliction by being by this rock that's casting shade. So that's how a man of the Lord is. He's gonna be protection. So where the sun not hitting the women.
Isaiah, jump down to verse 9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, and careless daughters.
Then it goes into giving strict instructions to the Israelite women. First, it talks about the glory of the man. The scripture starts off by talking about the glory of Yahweh Shai, the governing body. Then it talks about an Israelite man being a protection during the time of trouble. Then it talks about Esau, the churl, right? And then it gets on the nigga woman. It sends judgment on Esau, and then it gets to talking about his weapon, the nigga woman.
It says, give ear to my speech.
Listen to the prophets.
Many days and years shall you be troubled, careless women.
So for a long period of time, trouble is coming. And bro, you probably already starting to see small remnants of that. Women getting down bad. See, these women that were independent and they had it all figured out, what they didn't factor in was inflation. They didn't factor in cost of living getting ridiculous. They didn't factor in grocery stores, shit getting expensive at grocery stores.
ABC 19. They ain't factor that in.
Yeah. They didn't factor in pandemics, you know. They didn't factor in crime. They didn't factor in an influx of crime. They didn't, because women aren't visionaries. They're not seers. They can probably see some shit for their business, but in an economy, they didn't factor in all these different economic woes and financial woes that can come down the pipe. They didn't factor in that shit. Yeah, they didn't consider that. They didn't consider that, man. It's so much crime. I'm gonna need a man for protection, man. I'm gonna need that. You know, the little fine bitches that live on my floor. I was just walking past the bitch door. She know I live there. This bitch, she went in her apartment, closed the door. All you heard was the locks. She said, like, bitch, I'm not gonna do nothing to you. But the point is, these women that live by themselves, solo, they terrified, bro.
Yeah.
They gotta worry about
All day.
all these non-emergencies. Women gotta worry about, oh, hope some guy's not following me. I hope nobody was waiting in my parking lot when I got off of work to follow me home. They showed you that on Players Club.
Mm-hmm.
When the nigga, when Hey Diamond was the nigga was downstairs at her apartment, following her home.
Yep.
Knew where she lived at.
Yep.
Women deal with stuff like that all the time. Some stalker, some stranger, some weird guy down the hall.
Yeah.
You know?
These women, they think that when every time they go out, step out, they dress nice. They don't think men paying attention to them.
Yeah.
It's a neighbor. Best believe it's at least one man that's always look at you
Obsessive.
when you leave.
He's obsessive.
Yeah.
He's out the window.
Like, man, I wish I could have it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he looking out the
He's
window.
like that, yeah. At least one. There's at least one.
All help, they lose them men, the same man that was praying, looking at you, behind closed doors. They gonna take it to action.
Yeah.
All your exes, you know, you didn't leave that apartment. What? What's that? You didn't leave that apartment that you and your ex broke up in, so he still know where you live at. Then you bring in a new guy. Why you think you always hearing about some guy go to a girl apartment and then he winds up being shot and killed by the new boyfriend?
And not to mention love of many about the wax cold.
Oh yeah, they didn't factor in the love of
They
many
gotta,
waxing
they gotta
cold.
factor that in.
They didn't factor in none of that shit. See, right now, girls can walk around. You see these girls right here? All they got is a fucking phone in their hand. You feel me? They don't. When the last time you think these girls ran, jumped over some shit, climbed the fence, climbed the gate? You don't have to run. You know, get on. You don't have to fight somebody up. That's why, bros, get active.
Get active.
You know, get active.
That's as big as it is, bro.
Yeah.
And working out.
You never know when you're gonna have to get into action, man. You never know. You never know when it's time to hop a gate, hop a fence, run. You gotta run, run and jump over some shit. Roll on the ground, get up, boom.
Happen just that fast, man.
Yeah.
Altercations and things like that, they happen. You're like, damn. That's why every time that happens, damn, that shit happened fast as hell.
Yeah. Then you got these niggas out here, they got their pants way down here, sagging, shoes untied. Man, them is easy pickings right there. Them is easy pickings, but we get to the scripts though. But just the importance of keeping yourself up. You never know when it's time to get in man mode. I mean, you're supposed to be in man mode all the time, but I'm talking about acting.
It says, give ear to my speech. When these days and years shall you be troubled, you careless woman, for the business shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
So the vintage is the old ways. the way in which the society has been going, there's going to come a time where it's going to drastically change. You know, and it's starting off with the financial system. See, with everybody suffering financially, all right, everything's expensive. We already seeing the behavior of the people changing. Crime is going up. So imagine when Esau pushed his new financial system along with a crisis, along with another pandemic, along with people like, you know, saying to hell with this shit. We're not going through the C-19 shit again. We're not doing it again. You know, you gonna have those that want to stand up. Oh no, we taking a stand. Fuck that. You know, Isaiah 19, Egyptians rise up against Egyptians. You know, so you're gonna have that division. So the vengeance is gonna fail. The gathering, the benefits, all these different things you were able to gather out of this system because they had compassion for women, whether it was EBT, low-income housing, child care, child support, jobs. You know, it's so easy for a woman to get some damn clerk job making enough to make ends meet. That shit is going to be done away with.
It says, verse 11, trouble you women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
So the scriptures are saying to humble yourself, because these women are wearing sackcloth. What are they wearing? Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Chanel, Mary, Dolce Gabbana, Michael Kors. They wearing good shit. They dressed up. They putting they fly shit on. Then they got the booty shorts on. They wear bras. They wear t-shirts with no bras. They nipples showing.
They just make themselves easy for prey.
Yeah.
So like how you gonna complain if you advertising yourself to be a prey?
Yeah.
You know.
So the Lord is saying, humble yourself. Put sackcloth on. Sackcloth was a sign of mourning. You know. Made them are some makeshift shoes.
They shall lament for the teeth.
They lament. There's levels to mourning. There's levels to crying. There's levels to being sad. You got your regular sad, oh, I'm sad. No, you got your, I'm not feeling good. You got sad, you got angry, you got mad, you got crazy, you got lamenting, mourning, grieving. There's levels.
Bemoaning.
It said you gonna lament. That's past crying. That's past trying to, oh man, what's going on? I need to figure out something. No. Lamenting, you know when somebody sitting on the ground mourning, man.
Yeah.
You sitting on the ground, you know when somebody died at a funeral, they be kind of like, or somebody just died, they'll be right there with the blood of the relative that just got smoked. Blood, like the movie Boys in the Hood. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. When they was carrying old boy, had blood all over.
Ricky.
Yeah. They was lamenting. They was
Yeah.
lamenting over him. And those was men. So, and then when he came to his mom, that was lamenting. That was grieving. With his mom, y'all remember that part? His mom was going through it. So that's how y'all women gonna be. But y'all gonna be lamenting for the old ways.
Yep.
And the old ways is not coming back.
It says for the pleasant
Read
fields,
that again, though.
they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
They're gonna be lamenting for all
that
these
old-
benefits and resources that they've gathered.
Yeah.
You know, the phones.
That OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Being able to put that deodorant. What is that shit? The little wax.
Yeah,
Wax. They shit. Because a lot of y'all women with long, real hair. One thing that's not brought up is how hairy y'all be. They be having to get their ass waxed. They be having hair on their ass. They be having hair on their nipples. Little hair around their nipples. They be having hair on their thighs, all on their box area. They be having a little hair on the side back here. Hair on the chest. When you see girls, they be having little bumps and shit. That because they be waxing and their hair be growing back and having ingrown. They be having little hair. So a lot of women, they be hairy. and they be having, situations. So they rely on razors and waxes and
And that's why it's glory to be a man.
yeah, we ain't gotta worry about none of that shit.
You gotta take a piss, go inside and
Yup.
buy a tree or something.
Yep.
You don't gotta be bent down and pull out your pants.
Pussy out.
Yeah, you don't gotta do it.
Watch for me. Watch for me.
Yeah.
And I seen women that post on social media. I'm so thankful to be a woman. You just don't know what time you are.
Menstrual cramps.
Ooh.
Menstrual cramps. The ibuprofen. The mistress cough. What else?
The napkins, bro. The
The
napkins.
heating pad. Some girls they
Oh,
put
yeah.
the heating pad right
Oh, yeah.
there. Imagine being on go, you off the grid and you on your period and you a woman and you weak.
They shit stinking.
And it's attracting animals.
Yep. Because they know what that means.
Like women need to shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Right now, man. Y'all women need to shut the fuck up. Y'all know what time it is.
Yep.
But the scripture's telling you what time it is. Go ahead.
It said, verse 13, upon the land my people shall come up thorns and briars.
Thorns and briars, that's a position of difficulty. Like if you drop some keys, it's a rose bush, and you drop some keys, and you want to go in there and go get them. A rose bush is like thorns and thistles
Right, yeah.
and stuff. No matter how strategic you go in there
Gonna get
and
one.
trying to get your keys up out of that rose bush, you're gonna get pricked.
Yep.
You're gonna get hit. So it says here, upon my people shall come up thorns and briars. It's gonna be a position of difficulty. Wherever you go, wherever you turn, whatever you do, nothing you do will work out. That's why we need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Nothing is gonna work out for these people. It's the visitation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
They'll be ashamed, man.
Yeah.
They gonna wish they were you.
Yeah.
See, like you said last week, it's easy for a nigga to say, oh, he got a fish at home, food on the table, a
Yeah.
couple of $40 for the gas tank.
Yeah.
You can, of course, it's easy for you to say that then.
Yeah.
What happens when it's a family? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, love's gonna get you.
Started selling that dope. He said now there's a steak with the beans and rice.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So your ribs is touching, man, and you ain't got the faith of the Lord. These people don't fast. You know, so that's already an X out for them. They can't go a couple hours without snacking, drinking some goddamn high corn fructose syrup drink. They can't go without that. So all it's gonna take, Esau, all it's gonna take is one day after they run out of that food, and they gonna go, the food that they so-called have stored up, that's gonna go like that, man.
Oh man, yeah.
Because it's like a psychological thing, when you got a little bit of food in your house and you're hungry, your mind play tricks on you. Damn, they got something called your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Yeah.
You're thinking in your head like, man, I got 3 days, I got this, I got that. I'm so hungry, I'm just gonna go ahead and make all this. And you assed out. Then what happens when that runs out? It's gonna be over, man. Yeah.
Cause these people gonna have to ration out their food, man.
It says, yeah, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city.
That's America. Joyous city. Everywhere you turn around, it's bread and circus. Motherfuckers are smiling, happy, not taking shit serious. Murph. And here it is, man. This economy is fucked up. But see, it's not really hitting everybody. Some people was able to kind of like, wiggle out of shit, make do. I'm not eating steaks like I used to. I'm just eat chicken now, the cheaper version. They making do. But once the Lord bring the pressure to these people front door, where every person is feeling that shit, then you gonna start seeing. I mean, it's happening now, but once it starts directly affecting people, them smiles and shit is gonna turn down.
That's why with me, I don't say hi to my if they say hi to me, I say hi to them. Like you said, I don't gotta say hi to you.
Yeah.
Cause I already know how y'all are.
The next thing you know, all day, hey bro, you got 2 eggs,
Yeah.
bro, 3 eggs, $1. Man, leave me the fuck alone.
Got cash at?
Then you go in there, they you don't even let them come in the house. They,
Yeah.
oh, you gotta looking nice in here. Okay?
Or you may have one of those cool neighbors that say hi to everybody, he cool. But I got a neighbor like that. He's Jake. He just, everybody you see, he knows. He gonna be the main one that's robbing people. That's why when I see him, I say what's up to him. I'm like, I already know in the back of my head. Like, that day I ain't gonna trust him. Verse 14, because the palaces shall be forsaken, the multitude of the city shall be left, the forts and towers shall be for dens forever, a joy of wild asses, a pasture of flocks.
Yeah, so once this place gets destroyed, all right, it's going to be these desert-like creatures inhabiting Babylon the Great. There's going to be, the screech owl, the eagle, and all these different animals once the smoke settles. But before that comes, this place got to get destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, and MOTB got to be pushed out, and Jacob's Trouble got to hit. And the main person that's going to get fucked up in Jacob's Trouble is women. Like, y'all finna see that Esau has really laid the biggest stumbling block for y'all women. Like y'all won a little bit.
I was about to say, you ran well.
Yeah. And in the Apocrypha it says there's a gift that shall not profit you. Like being an independent single woman. How does that really profit you when this shit go belly up and you gonna be looked at as prey? And Esau gonna be like, infrastructure down. Ain't no calling. You think with all hell breaking loose, the police and 911 and the ambulance and the hospital, you think they gonna be, I wanna serve the people. Oh, no, they're gonna be worried about their family.
Yeah.
Who's finna be, oh bro, I know it's all hell breaking loose, but I gotta go to work at 12. I gotta be at work at 12. Oh man, the city is in shambles. There's fires and crime and all kind of wild animals on the loose. But I do gotta go to work at 1 o'clock in the morning though. You feel me?
Police officers, they showed you that movie RoboCop, man. Get laid off, leaving their jobs, man.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna get so bad. Because a lot of these shit pops off. A lot of people gonna be going after the cops, man. They're gonna be going their head. All they got is a gun in the badge, man. Outside of that, they just regular people, man.
Regular degular.
I can see them cops doing more harm to people than the average person because they know that, because they travel, they drive around all the time, so they know the interest.
Yeah, people can say that God is love and all that shit all day when you got half a tank of gas, you on your way to your mama house, there's food there.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can say that all you want, but when the Lord showed the other side of love, which is indignation, you're not gonna be saying that.
People have been rarely deceived by that word love.
Yeah. See, in this society, you just say love and then that's it. Love is an action word. You gotta put work on it. You gotta put how they say you gotta put some respect on my name. Well, love, you gotta put some work on it.
That's the thing, man. You go into a destination, roll down your window, and start saying that shit out your window. That's a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Here they come, let me do this.
Right.
Got it, that's a demon, man.
1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither they're in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Yeah, for real.
So in deed is their actions. So that's how you love the Lord. It said keep love the Lord and keeping the other commandments. And these people, they don't do that. And even the Lord even said, my commandments is not grievous. They seem grievous to the people because they've been so accustomed to be, to commit adultery, to get lineups and bald heads. We all came from that lifestyle, but we repented. The Lord put the spirit on us to repent from it. And now we don't even think about doing that shit. Get lineups,
Like a natural good.
Yeah. It sets us apart like that.
They got insecurity. I don't like that beard, so they cut it off. It's not a man.
And then you go and get. You may not even get a haircut. You may go, as they call it, shaped up. You get your shit shaped up. Then you go show it to the woman. She say, "Oh, you have a nice fade." First off, bitch, this is not a fade. So here it is. You doing all this shit for this woman, and she don't even know the difference.
Did that shit go back hella fast?
Yeah, just
Looks good.
just keep it high. Just keep it how it grows. And then it just comes with a feminine spirit. You all in the mirror.
Yeah, I be seeing Jay.
Is my shit straight? Is it bop?
Get worried about your hair. That's the feminine.
Cut the shit off. Get on. Go on about your business.
I think it's called vanity.
Yeah.
Get a mature haircut.
Yeah.
A low hair, but like the hair on the head. Get it short. Have it look presentable.
Yeah.
That you be separated from these niggas in the world.
All right, but with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth. And the water for tuning in. Until next time. Shalom, my brother.